Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast. Today is Wednesday, 22nd March 2017. I'm Fredicia Liburd. The Ministry of Social Development, through the Sustainable Development Unit on Wednesday, began a two-day Women's Forum at the Mount Nevis Hotel. The forum's theme is in line with the International Women's Day theme, #BeBoldForChange, with the sub-theme, I Am Woman. This is part of the United Nations Agenda 2030, prioritizing investment in women and girls. In addressing the opening ceremony, Minister Hazel Brandy Williams welcomed the delegates from across the Caribbean and put the forum in context.
We have journeyed together, and today marks another signal point for us as we come to bring all ideas together so that when we go to the larger gatherings, we from the OECS can speak boldly that we are on the same page, we are on the same pace of implementation. As Junior Minister with responsibility for social development, I thank each and every one of you for taking time out to be here today.
Deputy Premier of Nevis, the Honourable Mark Brantley, also attended the opening ceremony where he reinforced the government's support for women and girls in our community.
How are we to ensure that our women and girls are able to shatter the glass ceiling and achieve their true altitude commensurate with their aptitude? As you discuss over the next 2 days with the resolve that I know all women possess, we expect that you will be able to make meaningful contributions towards the advancement of women in the region. We hope that meaningful strategies will emerge which will frame future dialogue and the process to ensure that the goals for women and girls are attained by 2030. We already have your keen participation, and what will follow will be a myriad of ideas and methods of implementation.
The morning's presentation saw representation from Anguilla, Antigua, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Grenada, St. Lucia and St. Kitts and Nevis, who presented on their progress on the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Also in the morning session, Kennedy Roach, the regional advisor for the UNDP, presented on the topic Making the SDGs Work for Women and Girls, and finally, Dr. Charmaine Crawford, head of gender studies at UWI, presented on repositioning the education system. The Wednesday afternoon session was an open discussion with the participants. The first day ended with a march and rally for women and girls through the streets of Charlestown. Several former members of the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force (RSCNPF) and some who currently serve were recognized last Friday, 17th March, at an officers' mess, dinner, and award ceremony. The retired personnel who received awards in recognition for their sterling contribution to the development of the organization were retired Assistant Commissioners of Police Robert Liburd and Miles Dolphin and former Assistant Commissioner of Police Vaughn Henderson. The retired Inspectors of Police were Charles Smithen, Winston Wilkinson, Rufus Webb, Luther Kelly, Zenastel Hector, and Franklin Belgrove. Retired Force Chaplain Pastor Leroy Benjamin and retired Administrative Assistant in the Office of the Commissioner of Police Eunice Morton were also awarded. Commissioner of Police Ian Quealy said that when he took the reins of leadership for the organization 13 months ago, he was determined to ensure that outstanding contributions were recognized. Several current members of the RSCNPF were also presented with the Queen's Diamond Jubilee Medal for having more than 15 years of service at the time when the medal was established in February 2012. Some eligible retired members also received medals. Each medal was presented by Governor General His Excellency Sir S.W. Tapley Seaton. Minister of Agriculture in the Nevis Island Administration, the Honourable Alexis Jeffers, stated that the 2017 edition of the Agriculture Open Day will have some new additions.
This year we're going to add some new features. As a matter of fact, we normally would have a DJ on the Thursday, but this year we're going to have a DJ and a band. The same thing is going to happen on the Friday. So we want to make it festive. And Keith, I want to say that we have ordered some lights and buntings, so it's going to be like a carnival atmosphere there at the villa. So over the next week or thereabout, you'll see all of the necessary decorations being done to transform the villa and make it a carnival. I should say a cultural atmosphere.
He then commended the department and Ministry of Agriculture for the work they've been doing.
I want to, from the onset, give my commendation to Mr. Eric Evelyn, who is the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Agriculture, along with Randy Elliott, who is the acting director, and all of the supervisors and field officers who are working assiduously to make this thing happen. I want to also commend Mr. Rohan Claxton, who is the Animal Extension Officer, who has come back on board and is doing a remarkable job in ensuring that our estates are kept kept in pristine condition, and also the animals are well fed.
The Agriculture Minister then encouraged persons to support the open day.
The open day that we all look forward to over the last 23 years is definitely on as per usual on the 30th and the 31st of March this year. And those are 2 days we must all go out and support our farmers and ensure that agriculture continue to grow here on the island of Nevis.
The theme for the 2017 edition of Agriculture Open Day is Embracing Climate Smart Agriculture to Achieve Greater Food Security. Still to come, 34 recruits begin training in police training class. The details are after this break.
This April 7th and 8th, get yourself to Owali Beach for the 2017 Nevis Blues Festival. As the sun goes down, party to music by Ian Siegel, Deanna Boca, AJ Gent, and many more. Regular boat services will connect St. Kitts from Frigate Bay and Reggae Beach direct to the festival. Find out more at nevisblues.com.
As a responsible taxpayer, you help to finance free health care at all health centers on Nevis. Thank you for putting country above self. This message was brought to you by the Inland Revenue Department, Nevis. Be a responsible citizen.
Welcome back. The second public archaeology dig is taking place at the New River Estate this week. Archaeologist John Dovey, who is second in command, spoke to us about what his team is engaging in at New River Estate.
We're here at New River Estates trying to find out more information about the things we found from last year. For example, we're digging in what was the Sugarloaf processing facility. We had found last year that some of the vents, and this year we were trying to clean them out so people can get a better view of how the process worked. In the process, we found outside the building more drainage, more flooring. So that's what we're doing here. Another site here, they found the brick oven for the area, and they cleaned it off. And all of a sudden to find that behind it appears to be the kitchen area. So they're cleaning that area up. We've gone back over to the rum distillery where we worked last year to make some more cleanup work and figure out more, if there's anything else that we missed last time.
He also outlined the purpose of the project.
The island, the local historical society is hoping to turn this into a park for tourists to come look at and explain the history of the island and see how sugar was done. Across the street is the old great house, beautiful set of columns in there, and they can get people to come in here to look at this. They get a better experience of the island and the culture of the island.
Dovey stated that the turnout has been tremendous for the week. He thanked the Nevis Historical and Conservation Society and all those who played a part in the project. 34 recruits dressed in freshly tailored khaki pants and accompanying grey tops sat attentively on Monday morning during the opening ceremony marking the start of Police Recruit Training Class 41 at the Police Training Center. The group, comprised of 25 males and 9 females, will spend the next 26 weeks in the Police Training Center undergoing the transformation from civilian to police constable. Guiding the process is a cadre of training officers who work under the guidance of the school's commandant, Inspector Eldrin Dickinson. During the brief ceremony, Deputy Commissioner of Police Hilroy Brandy, who heads the Service Improvement Directorate and responsible for training, told the recruits, "Remember, you are about to embark on a journey for the strong at heart. You must be resolute in what you wish to achieve on a personal level." He also encouraged them to be the best they can be and said, "If you can't be a sun, then be a star. Have the determination to be the best and make a difference." Commissioner of Police Ian Quealy challenged them to maintain their integrity and reiterated that only the highest standards of service will be accepted. He told the class, "We will hold you accountable." Commissioner Quealy also thanked the recruits for answering the nation's call to serve and protect. The training will include lectures and practical applications on general duties, criminal law, evidence and procedures, professional development, and drills and physical training. Other areas to be covered will include firearms training and traffic operations. Station visits are also conducted and provides an opportunity to see the field applications of the principles taught in the classroom. An overview of the regional security system is also presented during the training. Graduation is expected in the last quarter of 2017. Tomorrow, Thursday, 23rd March, has been declared a National Day of Mourning. The body of Sir Probin Innes will lie in state at Government House from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. the same day of the funeral. As a result, tomorrow, Thursday, 23rd, is declared half-day, and all flags on government buildings will be flown at half-staff. Sir Probin Innes, MBE, former governor of the Associated State of St. Kitts, Nevis and Anguilla, will be accorded a state funeral and with full military honors at the Wesley Methodist Church, Seaton Street, Bastair at 2:30 p.m. Interment will be at the Springfield Cemetery. The Book of Condolences will be opened at the government headquarters from today, Wednesday, and close on Thursday, 23rd March at 12 p.m. The public is invited to attend the service and share condolences. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Fredicia Liebert. Thank you for viewing.